So yeah, that able to change on now. As you can see, I've got to do remove them 10. So anyway, let's get it set. Good morning, you handsome lot. It is Thursday. I keep saying this all the time, I can't believe how fast these weeks are going. But we've got a 2014 Range Rover Evoque that has got an ABS light on, a HTC light on, and one thing and another. But I'm going to jump on the tab now and show you the focus. Now, if you don't know by now, the diagnostic tool that I use on a lot of my videos, I have got other stuff which I'm going to show you in other videos. My main one is a launcher or tab 3. Now, I've already coupled up to the vehicle, I've pulled the fin off it and identified the vehicle. But I'm going to show you just how fast this tab 3 is. If we go over to the high speed scan, I'm sorry about the glare on the screen. Again, this GoPro doesn't do these videos any justice whatsoever. I need to have a little look. If any recommendations on a new camera, please let me know. But that is done. That is pretty rapid. We're going to create a report. Now, I have created a report, and now in the vehicle there is lots of various fault codes all relating to the ABS. Now, it has come up with C0037-07 rear left wheel speed sensor. Before we do, we're going to save that report. We go back, go into ABS, read the fault codes. Don't worry about that one, worry about this one. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is jump on some live data and see if it is actually reading. If we come to the rear right of the vehicle, spin the wheel either forwards or backwards, and you can see that it is fluctuating. If we come to the passenger side, give it a spin, nothing is happening. Right, let's get this vehicle up in the air and have a little look at the wiring. Now I've got the vehicle up in the air, what we're going to do is just be checking for any wires, make sure that nothing's been caught, nothing's ripped or corroded, and then we're going to drop it back down again and get that wheel off. Now what I'm going to do, now I've got the wheel off, we're going to get a little multimeter, which is a Curon N2 Neuron, and it's absolutely epic. And we're going to be checking the wiring loom side of it from the vehicle. Now, it also does go Bluetooth to the tab 3, which is epic. And this is a cool feature that I absolutely love. It might be annoying to some, but I think this is brilliant.
4.16 millivolts.
Spoken prompts. So, like, you can be in the car doing something, and that's reading out loud to you. If we just put the ignition on now, you should be able to hear it saying 12 volts.
6.16 millivolts. 11.58 volts.
There we go. Look at that, that's brilliant, that is. Now, I've gone ahead and removed the sensor. It came out relatively easy. Now, I've put my little boroscope on. If we just go down the ABS hole, you lot are probably going to be hard to see this, but that piece by there, that is the pickup ring. Now, if I get a little bar, put it on the wheel, probably how am I going to do this for you? You're not going to be able to see it, but I can see that there's no damage on there whatsoever. But there was a few little bits of dirt on there. It wasn't excessive, but you are going to get a little bit on them, regardless, little bits of metal and one thing and another. And I've just got a little pick down there and just scraped it off. But I'm more than happy with that, the pickup ring and the supply that we're getting to the sensor, so we can only call it as the sensor being faulty. Now what I'm going to do, now I've got a brand new sensor, I'm going to get it in, we're just going to fit it in loosely. I can't do two things at once, but not right. I'm going to get that sensor in, nip it up with our fingers, all fingers and thumbs today. Like so. Now we're not going to route it, we're just going to plug it in, drop the vehicle down. Now I've dropped the car down, I've put the ignition on, we're going to jump back on the diag now, we're going to clear the fault codes, and we're going to read data stream, we're going to go there, speed, speed, rear right, rear left. Okay. Just to make it easier for you lot, I'm going to pop it into a graph. Pop the scanner on the floor there. Get me a little bar. And if I just grab my bar now on the wheel, on the hub flange here, should see this rear right, rear left here, should I say. There we go. We've now got wheel speed. Right, now that is that ABS sensor all routed up correctly, all neat and tidy. We've put everything back to as it should be. All we've got to do now is get the wheel on. Now we've got the back wheels back on, don't forget to give them a big talkaroonie. Now with the ABS being sorted, the customer has also asked us to do a battery test on it, because the vehicle is 10 years old, it's 2014. So we're going to be using the Launch BST 360, and this is brilliant. This is connects to your phone or your tablets or anything you want. Anything that's got Bluetooth, this will work with. Simple enough. Positive to positive, negative to negative, and there is a little light that comes on it. You're probably not going to see it. Little blue one. Jump around to the tab. Well, I'll start from the beginning. Straight back to toolbox. BST 360, and that now should connect to it. Like so, what we're going to be doing is a battery health test. Now I'm going to have to put all the information off the battery into the computer. Now I've carried out the battery test and it has given us a report. 60% state of charge, battery voltage is 12.36 and the health status is 28%. Scroll down to the bottom and it says replace battery. Now what we're going to do is check the starting system. We go next. Please turn all off electrical components. Confirm. Click confirm and start the engine. Now the customer has been complaining that he's been coming that on. So if we just give it a big start now. We've got a report. 8.37 low starting voltage. Next we're going to be checking the charge health test. Please start the engine before testing to make sure it has started. Well, it has, we know we've just started it. Follow the on-screen instructions. Please increase the RPM to 2,500. So it's quite hard to do on these cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Charging test is perfectly normal. And there we go. And the test. And that'll give us a report now. We're going to share it and we're going to get it printed. Now I can't get a battery until this afternoon, but however we're going to just take the car down the road for a little bit of a test drive after we've done that ABS, and we're going to record some live data and see if everything's working as it should do at speeds and going around corners, etc. Anyway, let's get on the road. Now I'm out in the car. All I'm going to do is, when I normally take them for a bit of a test drive, it's like a square, so you'll probably see on the live data the different wheel speeds to the inner and outer wheels. It's quite mad when you look at it on live data, but yeah, I'll show you when we get back to the garage anyway. But up to now, everything seems to be hunky-dory. Right, well, we are back from the test drive now and everything was perfect. Now I'll put this live data into a graph for you so you can see all the wheel speeds working together, and as you're turning corners, it's going to bore a lot of you, but a lot of people do not get to see this sort of stuff. So yeah, see when I'm going round the corners, you can even see in a minute where I went round a roundabout, did a full circle on a roundabout. Kind of mad, isn't it? But yeah. Well, I'm not going to bore you putting a battery on when it comes on later this afternoon. A battery fitting is a battery fitting. So yeah, diagnosis, part replacement, we got it fixed. So yeah, hope you all have a mint day. The sun is eventually coming through them clouds, so yeah, starting to warm up a little bit. Who else? Is anybody else looking forward to the hot weather? I'm not. I don't like it when it's hot. It's just so uncomfortable to work in. But anyway, let's get it sent.